All right, Coach, two huge offensive wins to start off the year. Talk about your offense. It seems like even the backups coming in, playing well, all three, the line, the backfield, the quarterback, everything seems to be clicking really well. Your thoughts on the offense early on?
Well, I think it starts up front. Our offensive line has done a great job of, making holes to run the football as well as protecting the quarterback. We got some great depth up front. That's something that's exciting. It starts up there. If you're doing well offensively, you got an O-line group that are playing good football. That was not necessarily a question mark coming in. We knew we had some good players up there, but kind of get them in the right spots and having that. But I'm proud of what they've done there. You talk about our receivers and our running backs and quarterbacks. On top of the guys that get the numbers. They've been playing good football so far. We're blessed with some great depth in the running back position. I think we had 5, 6, 7 guys carry the football on Saturday, and you don't lose much of a beat when you go to the next guy. So that's exciting with it too, receivers wise. We got some great players out there. So yeah, and the quarterbacks, I knew it. We played 3 kids on Saturday, and all 3 of them we've won football games with here at Angelo State. So we feel very comfortable with those guys at the quarterback position. Coach Kilmer's done a great job of getting them to make great decisions with the football, where they're putting it and that kind of thing. So, I'm very proud of the way they played, and I'm proud of the staff and the way they prepared.
One thing I noticed, especially on Saturday, it was the same way in week 1, but especially on Saturday, even in the fourth quarter when it's a blowout, there's never okay, we're ready to go home, let's be done. The players on the field are still, a little bit of trash talk. They're still flying off the line of scrimmage. You're still on the sideline yelling. Do you feed off their energy, or do you think they feed off your energy, or is it just a mutual, that's just what Angelo State football is now?
Well, I think that's what it is. I don't make no mistake, we definitely as coaches feed off their energy. We want that, but I think they feed off of ours as well. But again, these guys, it's a mature group, so these guys go out and compete hard, and when we were playing some guys that were considered backups, and those guys getting opportunities to go out and play for the first time, or they don't get on the field as much, they're going to go out and go, and it's so fun to watch those guys play, and then the depth that we've created over the last 2 games, getting some younger guys in, and that's preparing us for conference play. So we feed off each other on that part of it, but I want that to be electric sideline, the whole time, all game, those guys out competing like crazy, because if they don't, they're going to lose reps and opportunities. So, but it's definitely a mutual way of feeding off the energy.
It was
Sorry, how big is it that you guys, you guys are 2-0, and now you're starting conference play on the road at Kingsville. They're 1-1, but you guys are going in with these 2 big wins for your first road trip of the season, and it's conference play.
Yeah, you when you start conference play, you want to be undefeated going in, and we've gotten ourselves to that. And being 2-0 is great, but we know what's waiting for us, with the Lone Star Conference. And Coach Wilkinson does a great job down there in Kingsville getting his guys ready to play. And our guys know that. Our guys are going to have to play well. We played them here last year at our place, and we didn't start off the game great. We went down right away on a special teams play, and that's just something that can't happen. And our kids are well aware of that, going out and competing in this conference. If you don't play your best each and every game, you're going to lose. And so that's something we've really worked on pushing towards our guys understanding that, as well as those guys going out and watching film, being prepared for it. But being 2-0 going into this conference game is something that was our goal. But our next goal is to go 3-0, and again, it's laser focused on Kingsville.
What has been the message of discipline? It was a hard-hitting game right from the opening kickoff. And again, I'm pretty sure you only had one 15-yard unsportsmanlike call the entire game, even with everything going on. What's been the message as far as discipline? Have you had to say anything, or are your guys just, you've mentioned a mature group. Are they mature enough that you don't really have to talk about it, or has that been something that's been drilled at practice?
Well, a little bit of both. We definitely drill at practice. We talk about, if you're going to win football games, you can't be getting dumb penalties. If a 15-yard is getting thrown, let it be for us instead of against us. And just being smart and limiting penalties. We only had 3 penalties all day on Saturday, and we had 4 the week before. So, that's something that we started working on in the spring. Not just on the field, but discipline. Making sure they're in class, making sure they're doing things the right way. That's the discipline you need to be successful when you get on the field. So it's definitely shown the first 2 weeks. We do have 2 15-yard penalties, one in week 1 and one in week 2. So we got to get that cleaned up, but I'm proud of that effort. We have a mature group. I've said that a lot this year. We do have some great leadership in mature groups, but nobody wants to be the reason we don't win football games, and it's as simple as walking away from something and have to get a 15-yard penalty, and our kids are figuring that out.
What do you see from Kingsville that makes them dangerous?
Well, they're good. You know, they got a lot of transfer kids in on defense, kids that we were talking to. So I know there's some good ones there. You know, their coaching staff does a good job getting them prepared. They're unique in what they do offensively. They get us some different personnels. Maybe not as much this year as they have in the past, but you know, 2 and 3 tight end sets and all those type of things that you got to prepare for. And they shift and trade and motion and do a lot of different things that can cause you some problems if you're not prepared. So, you know, defensively, our guys will have their hands full with this group. This will be the best football team we faced. It'll be the best set of receivers we've gone against. It'll be probably the best O-line we've gone against with it. So our hands are full in that part. But again, you know, I like this team. I like their maturity. I like their work ethic and how they go out and practice each week. So I'm excited about you know, start tonight, get some practice in, and being ready to go when we head out here on Friday.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
All right.